This is the pressure suit. This is the second prototype of the suit that we've done, and Tim's going to tell you a little bit on how the actual suit works and what it does. What I'm going to talk about is why we invented the suit and what it does now. The basic reason for this suit being created was that in the past we've used mojo barrier technology called the BLMS system. And what that does is it measures pressure at the front of the crowd. But what we've learnt over time is that it's not just the front of crowd on the barrier that you need to know about to look at the technologies that are taking place. So what we've done is we've invented this pressure suit which looks at the individual's pressure in the audience and their temperature. So we've actually identified this as being really, really important. Now what we've found so far from this technology is that the temperature inside the area where the people are in the pit actually increases. So last night, for instance, it was 12 degrees more inside the pit than it was outside. Also, we've identified that the temperature is higher the further back you go into the audience, into the middle, rather than in the front, where it's about 5 degrees lower. Another thing that we've learned from this is that when people clap their hands, the pressure is at its lowest because they put their hands in the air, which then releases that from inside of your body, so it reduces the pressure in there. Also, lots of different things that have taken place that we've identified is that the pressure is really big when people play their hits, or when it's at the beginning, but then it sort of levels out during the flow. So we've actually learned quite a lot, but at the moment that's in its very, very first development. So we're going to look at that again and see if that's tested on all of these other bands, so we can verify those elements. Okay? Right, you're on.
I'll just explain a little bit how the suit works. Basically what we have is a pneumatic tube inside the suit with sensors inside the tube. These sensors actually measure the amount of pressure in the tube. The sensors are in a dormant stage till we pump them up. Once they're pumped up to a pressure of about 19 pounds, they then become active. They will read a temperature and pressure on the person itself. As the pressure changes, people bump into them, you'll get a change in the pressure, which is recorded and fed back through a wireless system to the computer itself. The suit itself, as we said, is basically made from cotton material with an inlay of tube within there, so that the pressure at any point can be measured on that person. Anyone will give us an indication. The system records at a rate of about once every second. It'll feed back to the system, and the temperature is continuous. And as Chris mentioned, one of the significant things about the temperature is the ambient temperature compared to the actual temperature on the person. There is usually a 10 or 12 degree difference between the ordinary air temperature and the temperature in the crowd, which is something which affects the way crowds behave and how they react. Okay.